Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm pleased to have you here. Today, we'll be discussing Dr. S.K. Singh, Ph.D., and the crucial role of qualified persons involved in the manufacture of pharmaceuticals. We'll start with an overview of who these qualified persons are, their responsibilities, and why their involvement is essential for ensuring quality and compliance in pharmaceutical production. I look forward to sharing insights that will deepen your understanding of this important topic. Let's get started. A qualified person, or QP, is a crucial role within the pharmaceutical industry. They are responsible for ensuring that medicinal products are safe, of high quality, and compliant with all regulations before they reach patients. This role is defined and regulated by authorities like the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, or MHRA, and the Veterinary Medicines Directorate, VMD, in the UK. The QP's main job is to make sure that every medicine is manufactured and tested according to legal requirements, good manufacturing practice, or GMP, and other relevant guidelines. Think of the QP as the final checkpoint in the production process. They carry a significant legal and ethical responsibility because their approval is what guarantees the safety and quality of medicines. This role is absolutely essential for maintaining public health and building trust in the pharmaceutical products we rely on. Overall, the QP acts as a guardian of quality, ensuring that everything is done properly before medicines are distributed to patients. A qualified person, or QP, plays a really crucial role in the pharmaceutical industry. Their main responsibility is to ensure that medicinal products are safe, effective, and fully compliant with all regulatory standards before they reach the market. Operating under authorities like the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, or MHRA, the QP acts as the final authority when certifying that each batch of medicine is ready for release. When it comes to batch certification, the QP verifies that every batch has been manufactured and tested according to good manufacturing practice, or GMP, as well as legal requirements. This step is vital because it guarantees that the products meet quality and safety standards. Regulatory compliance is another key aspect of their role. The QP ensures that all processes and products comply with both national and international laws, guidelines, and marketing authorization requirements. This helps maintain the integrity of the pharmaceutical supply chain across different markets. Finally, the QP also provides quality oversight by reviewing manufacturing, testing, and quality control data. This review confirms that the product remains consistent, safe, and effective throughout the process. Overall, the role of a QP is fundamental to ensuring that patients receive medicines that are not only effective, but also manufactured to the highest quality standards, aligning with our broader goal of safeguarding public health. Deviation and investigation management involves carefully evaluating any deviations or out-of-specification results that may occur during production. It's about ensuring that any issues are thoroughly investigated and resolved properly to maintain product quality. Documentation and record keeping are equally critical. Maintaining accurate and complete records helps demonstrate compliance and provides traceability for every batch produced. When it comes to audits and inspections, I participate actively in both internal and external reviews, supporting regulatory inspections to show our commitment to quality standards. Upholding high ethical standards is fundamental. I prioritize patient safety above all, ensuring that our professional integrity guides every decision. Speaking of decisions, I have the authority to reject or withhold the release of any batch that doesn't meet our strict standards. Ultimately, as a qualified person, I serve as the gatekeeper of product quality, making sure that only safe and compliant medicines reach the patients who need them. A pharmaceutical quality system, or PQS, is essentially a comprehensive framework that ensures medicines are consistently produced and controlled to meet the necessary quality standards. It's built on important guidelines like Good Manufacturing Practice, or GMP, and the International Council for Harmonization's Q10 guidelines. These set the foundation for maintaining high quality in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Now let's talk about the key elements of a PQS. First, we have quality management, which involves establishing clear policies and objectives, and then continuously working to improve them. It's about creating a culture of quality throughout the organization. Next is process performance and product quality monitoring. This means constantly reviewing manufacturing processes to ensure they're working as intended and that the end products meet quality specifications. It's an ongoing check to catch any issues early. Then there are corrective and preventive actions, or CAPA. These are vital because they help us identify problems when they occur and take steps to resolve them, preventing future issues. It's about learning from mistakes and continuously improving. Change management is another crucial element. It involves controlling any changes to processes, materials, or systems to make sure they don't negatively impact quality. Changes are carefully evaluated and documented before implementation. Finally, management review is about regularly evaluating the entire system's effectiveness. This review helps ensure that the PQS remains robust and capable of meeting quality standards over time. Overall, a strong PQS is about integrating these elements to create a reliable, consistent, and high-quality manufacturing process that supports the safety and efficacy of medicines. Beyond just the core scientific and technical qualifications, a qualified person, or QP, needs to have a broad set of additional knowledge to really do their job effectively under the various regulatory frameworks. First, let's talk about regulatory frameworks. It's essential to have an in-depth understanding of UK and EU pharmaceutical laws, including how marketing authorizations and licensing requirements work. This knowledge ensures that the products we oversee are compliant and authorized correctly. Next, there's the area of quality systems. A solid grasp of pharmaceutical quality systems is crucial. Things like the ICH Q10 guidelines, CAPA processes, deviation management, and change control. These are the tools that help us maintain high standards and ensure product integrity throughout the manufacturing process. Then we have risk management. Applying quality risk management principles, such as those outlined in ICH Q9, is vital. It helps us identify potential issues before they become problems, ultimately safeguarding patient safety and maintaining product quality. Finally, understanding the supply chain and distribution aspects is critical. This includes knowledge of good distribution practice, import and export controls, and how to handle outsourced activities. All of these ensure that our medicines reach patients safely and in the right condition. In essence, these additional knowledge areas form the backbone of a QP's role. They're what enable us to uphold the highest standards across the entire pharmaceutical lifecycle, always with patient safety in mind. Let's now delve into some additional knowledge requirements for a qualified person. First, understanding validation and qualification processes is crucial. This includes process validation, equipment qualification, and computerized system validation, all of which ensure that manufacturing processes and systems consistently produce quality products. Next, data integrity is fundamental. It's about ensuring the accuracy, consistency, and reliability of data throughout the entire product lifecycle, because trustworthy data underpins all our decisions and compliance efforts. Then, we have auditing and inspection readiness. A qualified person must be prepared to support and respond effectively to regulatory inspections, as well as conduct internal audits to continually improve quality systems. Product-specific knowledge is also key. This means being familiar with different dosage forms, sterile manufacturing techniques, biotechnology products, and understanding their unique risks. This expertise helps in managing complex products safely and effectively. Additionally, having a basic awareness of pharmacovigilance is important. This involves understanding post-marketing safety monitoring and reporting requirements to ensure ongoing patient safety once the product is in the market. Finally, strong ethical and professional judgment is essential. Making decisions that prioritize patient safety and compliance over commercial pressures is at the heart of the qualified person's role. All these elements together support the overall goal of ensuring product quality, safety, and regulatory compliance throughout the product's life cycle. Pharmaceutical formulation is all about designing a drug product by carefully combining the active pharmaceutical ingredient, or API, with excipients. The goal here is to ensure that the final product is stable, effective, and acceptable to patients. Once we have the formulation, processing comes into play. This refers to the manufacturing steps needed to turn that formulation into a usable dosage form, like tablets, capsules, or even injectables. Let's talk about the key components. First, the API and excipients are chosen based on their compatibility, function, and safety. This selection is crucial because it impacts the drug's performance and safety. Then, we decide on the dosage form, whether it's a tablet, capsule, liquid, or sterile product, each requiring specific formulation and processing techniques. The manufacturing processes include mixing, granulation, compression, coating, and sterilization. Each step must be carefully controlled to ensure quality. Speaking of which, there are critical considerations to keep in mind. We need to maintain the product's quality and stability throughout its shelf life, making sure it remains safe and effective over time. Bioavailability is also key. This is about ensuring the drug releases properly and gets absorbed by the body as intended. Process control is vital too. We want consistency across batches, which means having validated and well-controlled processes. And of course, regulatory compliance is essential. Adhering to good manufacturing practice standards ensures that the product meets safety and quality requirements. Ultimately, our objective is clear: to deliver medicines that are safe, effective, high quality, and consistent in performance. This integrated approach of formulation and processing underpins the entire pharmaceutical development process and helps us meet patient needs reliably. Pharmaceutical microbiology plays a crucial role in ensuring that the medicines we produce are safe and sterile. It focuses on controlling and monitoring microorganisms throughout the manufacturing process. The main goal is to make sure that our products are free from harmful contamination and meet strict microbiological quality standards. Let's look at some key areas. First is sterility assurance, which involves rigorous testing and validation to confirm that sterile products truly are sterile. Then, we have microbial limits testing, which checks non-sterile products to ensure they stay within acceptable microbial levels. Environmental monitoring is also vital. It involves controlling the cleanliness of clean rooms, air, water, and surfaces to prevent contamination. Aseptic processing is another critical aspect, where maintaining sterile conditions during manufacturing is essential to protect product integrity. Moving to the critical considerations, contamination control is at the heart of everything we do. It involves prevention, detection, and elimination of microbes at every stage. Validation and qualification are equally important, especially when it comes to sterilization methods like heat or filtration, making sure these methods are reliable and effective. Good manufacturing practice, or GMP, is the regulatory backbone that ensures compliance with industry standards. Lastly, personnel hygiene and training are fundamental because human factors are often the source of contamination, so proper practices help minimize those risks. In essence, pharmaceutical microbiology is about safeguarding the quality and safety of medicines through meticulous control and monitoring of microbial activity across the entire manufacturing process. Analysis and testing play a crucial role in ensuring that pharmaceutical products meet the necessary quality, safety, and efficacy standards before they are released to the market. These processes are essential for verifying key aspects like the identity, purity, potency, and consistency of medicines, which are all vital for patient safety and therapeutic effectiveness. When we talk about key areas, raw material testing is the first step. This involves verifying the active pharmaceutical ingredients, or APIs, as well as excipients, to make sure they meet specifications right from the start. In-process testing is carried out during manufacturing to monitor the process and catch any issues early on. Finished product testing is the final check before a product is released, confirming that it meets all quality criteria. Additionally, stability testing is conducted under various conditions to assess how long a product can be stored without losing its effectiveness or safety. Now, to carry out these tests, we use a range of analytical techniques. Chromatography methods like HPLC or gas chromatography are common for separating and identifying compounds. Spectroscopy techniques, such as UV or IR, help us analyze the molecular structure and composition. Dissolution and assay testing are also important for determining how the drug releases in the body and its exact concentration. It's also critical to pay attention to some key considerations. Method validation ensures our testing methods are accurate, precise, specific, and robust, meaning they produce reliable results under various conditions. Data integrity is fundamental because we need our results to be trustworthy and traceable. Lastly, regulatory compliance is non-negotiable. All testing must adhere to pharmacopoeial standards and relevant guidelines to ensure legal and quality standards are met. In summary, analysis and testing are at the heart of quality assurance in pharmaceuticals, helping us confirm that medicines are safe, effective, and consistent before they reach patients. Pharmaceutical packaging involves the design and use of containers and closures to protect, preserve, and deliver medicines safely to patients. It's a critical part of ensuring that medications remain effective and safe throughout their life cycle. Let's talk about the key functions of pharmaceutical packaging. First, protection. Packaging safeguards the product against contamination, moisture, light, and physical damage, all of which can compromise the medicine's quality. Next is containment, which means securely holding the product without any interaction that could affect its stability or efficacy. Identification is also essential. Packaging provides labeling, batch details, and usage instructions to ensure proper use and traceability. Lastly, convenience and compliance play a role. They make it easier for patients to use the medication correctly, promoting adherence to treatment. Now, moving on to the types of packaging. Primary packaging is the material that comes into direct contact with the drug itself, like blister packs, bottles, or vials. Secondary packaging is the outer layer, such as cartons, that provides additional protection and information. Tertiary packaging is used for bulk transport, like shipping containers, to move large quantities efficiently and safely. When designing and selecting packaging, there are several critical considerations. Material compatibility is vital. Materials must not interact with the drug or affect its stability. Maintaining stability throughout the product's shelf life is crucial to ensure it remains effective until it expires. Tamper evidence and safety features help prevent unauthorized access, which is essential for patient safety. Finally, regulatory compliance ensures that the packaging meets all labeling and regulatory requirements, which vary by region, but are fundamental for legal distribution. In summary, pharmaceutical packaging is more than just containers. It's an integral part of the entire product life cycle, safeguarding the medicine, ensuring proper use, and complying with regulations to protect patient health. Let's take a closer look at active substances, or APIs, which are the components actually responsible for the therapeutic effect of a medicine. These are the key ingredients that produce the desired health outcomes. On the other hand, we have excipients, which are inactive ingredients. Even though they don't have a direct therapeutic effect, they play a crucial supporting role. They help improve the stability of the formulation, assist in delivering the API effectively, and enhance patient acceptability, such as making the medicine easier to swallow. Now, the key roles of these components are quite distinct. APIs are mainly responsible for providing the pharmacological action, meaning they do the actual work in treating the condition. Excipients, meanwhile, help in formulation. Think of them as the supporting cast, including fillers, binders, preservatives, and coatings, which ensure the medicine is stable, properly formulated, and user-friendly. When we talk about types of excipients, there are several important categories. Diluents or bulk agents add volume to the formulation. Binders hold the ingredients together, ensuring the tablet or capsule maintains its shape. Disintegrants help the tablet break down properly once ingested, so the API can be released and absorbed. Lubricants improve the manufacturing process by reducing friction. And preservatives and stabilizers are used to maintain the integrity and shelf life of the medicine. But it's not just about what ingredients we include. Critical considerations must be kept in mind. Compatibility is essential. API and excipient interactions must be avoided to prevent any adverse effects or reduced efficacy. The quality and purity of all ingredients must meet strict pharmacopoeial standards to ensure safety and consistency. Safety is paramount, so all components need to be non-toxic and suitable for their intended use. Lastly, regulatory compliance is crucial. Every ingredient must be approved for pharmaceutical use to meet legal and safety standards. In summary, understanding the roles and types of active substances and excipients helps us appreciate how a medicine is carefully formulated to be effective, safe, and patient-friendly. Now, let's talk about investigational medicinal products, or IMPs. These are medicines that are currently being tested in clinical trials to assess their safety, effectiveness, and quality. They can include new drug candidates, existing medications used in new ways, or even placebos. Importantly, IMPs are used exclusively within the context of clinical research, not for general patient treatment outside of trials. When it comes to regulation, IMPs are governed by strict guidelines such as good clinical practice and good manufacturing practice. These ensure the products are developed and handled under high standards. Oversight is provided by authorities like the MHRA, which makes sure everything stays compliant and safe. Manufacturing and control processes are also rigorous. IMPs are produced under controlled and validated conditions, meaning every step is carefully monitored to ensure consistency. They often require special labeling, blinding, and sometimes randomization to maintain the integrity of the trial. Plus, meticulous documentation and traceability are essential, so we can track every batch and process involved. On the safety and quality front, ongoing stability studies and quality tests are conducted throughout the trial. We also monitor adverse events and patient safety closely, because ensuring participant safety is our top priority. In summary, IMPs are a critical part of clinical research, and their development involves strict regulation, careful manufacturing, and ongoing safety monitoring to ensure they can provide reliable and safe data to support new medicines. Now, let's take a closer look at what it takes to qualify as a qualified person, or QP. To become a QP, candidates need to demonstrate relevant practical experience in pharmaceutical manufacturing and quality assurance. This isn't just about academic knowledge, it's about real-world, hands-on experience. Typically, you'll need at least 2 or more years of experience in a licensed pharmaceutical environment, though this can vary depending on your educational background. The key is having direct involvement in manufacturing processes and operations, so you understand how products are made from start to finish. Experience in quality assurance is also critical, things like GMP compliance, reviewing batches, and releasing products. Similarly, familiarity with quality control, including testing, analytical methods, and data evaluation, is essential. Moving on to core competencies, a QP should understand how to review and assess batch documentation accurately. Handling deviations and CAPA, corrective and preventive actions, is vital for maintaining product quality and resolving issues efficiently. Regulatory knowledge is another cornerstone, knowing how GMP regulations and other requirements, such as those from the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, are applied in practice. And of course, strong decision-making skills are necessary. Being able to make independent, compliance-focused judgments is what separates a competent QP. There are also additional expectations. Typically, candidates undergo supervised training under an experienced QP, gaining a broader exposure to different dosage forms and manufacturing processes. Understanding risk management and data integrity principles further supports your role as a qualified professional. In summary, Practical experience isn't just about ticking boxes. It's about developing a comprehensive understanding of manufacturing, quality assurance, and regulatory requirements. All these elements come together to ensure the safety, quality, and efficacy of pharmaceutical products. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're here to help you implement these strategies effectively and answer any questions you might have. Remember, your success is our priority, and we want to ensure you have all the resources you need moving forward. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We truly appreciate your commitment and engagement.